Greetings everyone, Professor Biohazard here, and today I wanted to talk about something I recently purchased. These handles for my Ronin S. I recently picked these up because I had a handle before, but I was not happy with it. Yeah, I had this handle made by Small Rig. It mounts on the bottom of the Ronin, so you're holding it kind of like this. So you hold one hand out here, this one, and it's kind of off center. And the reason I didn't like this one is it kind of puts all the weight at the bottom, which is the furthest away from the camera up at top. So when you're doing like long moves and stuff, you're pivoting like a lot of weight really far away from the arm. And what I really like about this one is it puts a collar on right here, which is much closer to the actual weight on top. So yeah, it's much easier. The only downside is it is a much larger footprint now. You do have to make sure you can fit through doorways and stuff, but I found it much easier to get smooth movements. But one of the benefits to this one is if you want to have your hands closer, all you have to do is loosen these two screws right here, and then these slide on the arms, and then you have your hands closer. So if you're doing like something where you need to have your hand on the thumbstick to move things around, it's much closer and easier to do that. What is really awesome about this is you can quickly remove these and then mount it upside down right here. Then you have underslung mode really easily. So if you want to get really close to the ground, you can do that as well. So as far as what comes in the box, basically you just get this collar that screws on, has two screws in the front, and it just kind of sandwiches onto this little area up here. So you get two of these arms, and these arms are really cool because it's got, so you've got this like little rail. They have a nice little quick release right here. So you slide it on, you tighten that, then you have these handles that slide on, and they've got a little notch right here in the arm so that it'll stop it from sliding. You just tighten that where you want it. You just loosen it and slide it. And then they give you two Allen keys, and this one seems to adjust everything. I have no idea what the bigger one is for yet. So before I had these handles, when I was just using a single grip like this or using my little handle down here, I really had a hard time controlling the up and down movement that you get when you're walking around with a gimbal. Since I got these, I found it much easier to get a smooth, steady shot. Now, the only thing I'm running into now is that when I walk, I do have a little bit of horizontal movement, and I think that's just down to my technique. I'm actually not very good at walking with one of these. I never practiced on like a glide cam or anything like that. So I did my first real estate job with this 2 days ago. I thought it turned out pretty good, especially for my first attempt. And what's cool is you can put it onto a follow mode and do tilts and stuff as well. But usually when I'm shooting real estate, I lock the camera so it doesn't change its rotation at all. I'm just going to push forward. That's kind of the basic real estate shot, and it's super easy to get with these handles on the Ronin S. So when you take the arms off, the collar stays there, which is really nice, so that it's easy to just swap them back on in whatever position you want. I mean, it's going to add a little bit of weight, which is a bit of a downside, but I mean, it's hardly even noticeable that it's there. I think it's really cool. But anyways, I hadn't seen a video on these yet, so I figured I'd just kind of mention, you know, I got them end of last week. Used it on my first job a couple days ago. They are really solidly built. The only kind of downside I see is that the grip will rotate. You can actually unscrew these. And when you unscrew them, you can actually just pull the grip off of the metal tube. I'm tempted to put some glue in there and glue these down so they don't move at all. But then if I do that, if they, you know, start selling extras or something, I won't be able to like replace them easily. I really like this thing. Adds a little bit of weight, a little bit of bulk, but it makes it much easier to get that kind of smooth movement shots that you would see from, you know, other gimbals like a Ronin M or you know, Movi. So I think they're really cool. They have mounting points for extra stuff. You can mount all kinds of different things up there if you want. Anyways, thanks for watching. Professor Biohazard out.